Hi again, my brothers and sisters in Tamazgha, which is called Morocco. As you notice, this video is made for a different purpose. The purpose of this video, it is to warn as well as to educate and to bring up to date those who lack information and the insight into the Moroccan society, the insight to the history of what is called Morocco today. Morocco is a name that was given to Tamazgha by the Arabs, the invaders. That is not the point here, although it is necessary to mention this interjection. The purpose of this video, in all sincerity, it is to warn the fascists and the opportunists, Wall Street dogs, as well as the bourgeoisie fascists who are taking advantage of the Amazighans in their occupied land. As it goes without sharing this information, all it takes is for one to be aware and to understand what is this society made of. Again, this is not the essential point. The essential is that I have just opened a new account with YouTube. I mean new for the fact that this is under Richard Benazouz, my real American name. The other account that was suspended, censored, in a cahoot and in complicity with the Moroccan draconian terrorist illegal regime of tugs and mafiosis and criminals and drug dealers, fascists and agents. That's another point too. This video is directed to YouTube management as well as to Facebook and to Google as well, the mother of these corporations. This here is a warning regarding what took place in their censorship and in backing the criminals, the dictator and his regime of Gestapos, the wanted criminals worldwide. This video is to warn them and to put them in front of their crimes and complicities with this regime. My warning will be as such. In case YouTube or Facebook transgressed against my constitutional rights as it is protected by the First Amendment in the American Constitution. Have you to know that these corporations in question are Americans and under the soil of our laws. Therefore, my warning will be such: in case you transgress against me again one more time, I will walk into the superior court, which is not far from me, and I will file against you, and I will be asking for damages and interest. The damage that you have done to us, to humanity in general, is beyond any price for the fact that you have and had taken side with the criminals. Therefore you are a criminal by action and by complicity, knowing well that the Moroccan regime is an outlaw regime, and anyone who supports it, knowing well that he is an accomplice as well as guilty in participating and in association and facilitating and helping their criminal activities. Moroccan criminal activities, the dictator's criminal activities, his assistant, his ministers' criminal activities, his police chiefs, his dogs. They're all involved in criminal activities, from shoving bottles up people's anuses as well as torturing them beyond any imagination or humanity's feelings, nor any dignity. They have lost everything in my eyes and the eyes of the law. In the eyes of the law, there is just a matter of time before we bring them to the courts of laws worldwide, because they have participated in so many, way too many to recite in here. That is, criminal activities, that is. And those who assist them, and those who chair them, and those who are participating directly or indirectly in investing or in profiting from such racketing and such gangsterism and a mafia of wrongdoers and criminals. So this video, it is to inform you of my intentions. Therefore, you touch my account without any explanation or without any reason whatsoever would classify you or categorize you as a cahoot and assisting in crimes against humanity and in taking side with the dictatorship of the Moroccan regime, the illegal. No one has ever elected these bastards. These are the product of colonialization. And the story goes, and we'll have to prove that in court if I will have to. Okay, but if you just watch the opposition, Moroccan opposition, you'll get enough. You get a drift of how stenchy this thing smells. Anyhow, that's not the point. The point here is I have given you an ultimatum and a warning. You touch this account, we'll go to court. And trust me, I have defended myself 3 times. I defended 2 other people twice. I'm a major GS-12 in the intelligence community. I'm an artist, a painter, I'm a writer. What am I? I'm also a filmmaker. I'm an editor with credentials. All you have to do is Google my name, Richard Ben Azouz. So, I hope I made myself clear to anyone who is involved in these criminal activities. Anyone. So, since you are all guilty, you take your shots. You leave this account alone and leave the Moroccan revolutionaries express themselves, knowing well that the opposition is paying and investing millions of dollars to silence us, just as they did today to a renowned journalist by the name of Ali Al-Marabat, who was forbidden to write for 10 years. Could you imagine this? A country that forbids a journalist to write for 10 years. Could you imagine that they would torture you in public? Could you imagine that they are running a concentration camp where they are putting the mentally ill with the criminals? Could you imagine, and it is a fact, that they are contaminating the political prisoners with AIDS virus, beside other chemicals that they are injecting them with? Could you imagine such horrific crimes are taking place in a place called Morocco, under a system, a draconian system, where corporations from Wall Street and Washington, as well as Hillary Clinton, are legitimizing these bastards? I would like to add that this video will be introduced as evidence in the courts of laws, and I'm willing to take it to a higher as higher could get to get satisfaction. My damage that you have caused me is priceless. Remember, this is a collective consciousness. You are messing with nature. You are messing with the progress of humanity. You are messing with civility and the progress. So therefore, your mistake and a crime and your culpability as well as complicity has no price. No price would pay for the damages that you have caused. That you have caused the people, the humanity, and that you have caused me. YouTube had already censored 2,504 of my videos. 2,504 videos of activism, of struggle, where I exposed many facets of these crimes, this illegitimacy, these bastards who are put in there to suck people's blood and suck them dry, leaving them with tuberculosis in the dark ages, stone ages, with nothing. No roads, no electricity, no nothing. No medical assistance, no nothing. No social assistance, no nothing. And yet the people don't even speak Arabic. They are under Arabic occupation, draconian fascism. They are the Amazighans, the true original owners of that land. But yet you choose to profit from children's blood and hunger and tuberculosis and the injustices and dark ages. You happen to paint yourself with the draconians, and I'm talking to the management of YouTube as well as the management of Facebook. So let this be a warning. As you know, I always do a turn around Facebook. This is for YouTube, and usually they're gonna give me 15 minutes. This is the war, the chemical war that you took, and where everybody played a big role on it. So I will try to make this video short to 15 minutes, because that's what probably you're gonna allow me in YouTube thing. That is Ben Kiran, who they put in there. He was a cop, and they made him now a chief of the government. What government? This is the journalist that we talked about. This is Ali Al Ha9ed, victim d'agression at Tétouan. He was beaten up and they stole his papers. This is the government this is the regime that you guys are defending in YouTube as well as Facebook. You are defending criminals. This man is an outstanding, conscientious journalist. He should not be neglected to this point. You have all participated in this crime against one of our journalists, and he is an opposition. That's why he got beaten up and stolen his money, humiliated and taken all of his credentials, and now he's standing in front of the police station asking for his papers and his money back, and he's asking for a police report that they denied him. They denied him even to make a statement and write down that he was beaten up by 2 cops and robbed. Okay. Maroc, le journaliste Ali Al Ha9ed, victime d'agression policière à Tétouan. ينعلدين الرب ديالكم، لا انتم ولا ملككم ولا دينكم ولا اللي كيسبورتي حبايب معكم. Le journaliste marocain Ali Al Ha9ed a été agressé ce soir à Tétouan. 3 policiers, alors, it was 3 cops that beat him up. 3. Qu'il faisait ses courses dans les rues de la ville, while he was shopping in the streets of the city. Le journaliste que nous avons joint par téléphone nous confia les propos suivants. And he is telling us by phone what took place. Je ne suis pas en état d'arrestation. I'm not arrested. J'ai l'habitude de sortir la nuit durant. I have the habit of going out at night of Ramadan, marcher dans les rues, to walk, take a walk, alors que j'achetais des pommes while I was buying apples from the street vendor. Moment attaqué, 3 cops, 3 pigs came in and beat the fuck out of him and robbed him and took his credential. Now he's asking. Okay, my 15 minutes allowed by YouTube, and the story is well known about YouTube, and that we know that Google bought it, and as well as they bought Facebook, I know you are trying to control everything, meaning that you are trying to support. Oh fuck! I got